seen one of these in a while, have you?
Pina colada on a Monday night, yeah?
You ain't seen one of these in a while, have you, man?
He deserves it, man. He deserves it.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't deserve it.
Thank you, Steve.
He does, man, because he's always had this false hope and he's been depressed and that. And mental health at the minute is a very strong issue. So if I can see my guy be 1 minute he's on suicide watch, next minute he's drinking pina coladas on a Monday night, life is good for him, mate. Life is good for him. He's got that storyline going. You know,
it's not even the pina colada that's a giveaway. It's the fact that he's wearing his own club's merch. For that's like, usually he's wearing some other club's merch, like Inter Milan or something. So this is groundbreaking shit.
Give it a week and let's see what I'm wearing.
You're doing celebration, man. Antonio.
No, not yet. You wanna get me? You wanna get me again? Yeah, only in a different top.
Yo, listen, man, it's happening, man.
Saeed, though, seriously, how are you feeling? How are you
I'm
feeling?
happy for him, man.
No, you're not happy. Deep down, you're on fire.
Nah.
You're burning.
100%.
You are.
I'm happy for Toby.
In your underpants, wounded.
No, I'm not.
You are. You've got your duds on there. Definitely got your duds on there, I'm telling you.
Nah. You know me, yeah. I've accepted my fate with my club, so I'm happy. I'm not
was all Antonio the other week. There's only one man can save Man United, and that is Antonio Conte. And then Tottenham, who you did give him a bit of shit. They've coming in now, and they're looks like they're taking the dream away from United, innit?
Listen, I'm happy for Toby. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm happy for Tottenham. It was the Al-Saki Cup, you know what I mean? And the team failed, so shout out to Tottenham, enjoy it, and our club is just in the mud. Like, that's all I can say.
So can I ask, who actually won the game then?
We did.
No, they won the battle. No, United won the battle. You won the war.
Yeah, you're right. There you go, exactly. Grizz. There you go.
And Saeed, what would you rather win, the battle or the war?
Listen, always.
We know, innit? We know.
I think Solskjaer's won the whole thing because he's just played everyone. He's played 100%. Everyone. He's won the game. He's got Conte, his rival, to go to Spurs. You know, he got Nuno sacked. Ole, mate, I tell you what. And if you know what, it won't put it past.
He's here today this season.
If he beats City at weekend, it's just levels. The guy's just got the levels.
You know what the irony was? Is that he did it playing in the formation Conte was going to play.
Know.
Like, that is what I find so funny. The guy said, oh, you want Conte? I'll give you Conte. And then he played the formation that you wanted and won the game. And he's like, see, you don't need Conte. You got him right here. I'm good enough.
Wow. You got to laugh, man. Listen, guys, I've accepted the fate. He's staying to the end of the season, and I've accepted it.
We had a good pet talk, didn't we, in midweek? Me and Saeed had a good pet talk in midweek.
Yeah.
I explained to him, look, he's staying till the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know, just relax, innit? And he's relaxed now.
I'm relaxing, man.
Yeah, because relaxed now.
We're singing Ole Ole. You know what I mean? The fans are singing.
The fans, I was
Toby.
at the game, and your fans, they were singing Ollie's at the wheel as well.
When you was 3-0 down?
No, when they went 2-0 up, they were singing Ollie's at the wheel.
I bet you was the only Spurs fan going like that in the crowd.
I'm telling you, man. And then I was on a train with all the top Reds, and they were just like, and the other funniest thing is, I said to him, "What are you? Are you Ollie in, Ollie out?" He goes, "Oh no, I'm Ollie out, me." And then I said, "So why do you have a go at me when I call it out?" And he goes, "Yeah, you just talk nonsense about this club." I said, "Listen, I'm here to win, mate." And then the funniest thing I said, was, "Do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is ever going to win with this squad?" He went, "No." So I said, "What are you supporting him for?" So I said, "You're an enabler then, aren't you?" He went, "Oh yeah, I didn't think about that, did I?" Yeah, but we just support the lads. And you know what, man?
I love how you're using enabler as well, because when I used it on you,
I know. That's what I'm saying to you. I apologize, man. And when I actually educate them, they actually understand where I'm coming from. But
well, listen,
it is what it is.
It's what you were born to do. Do you know what I mean? Teaching. You're just teaching in a different sector now. Do you know what I'm saying? you're just teaching Man United fans instead of teaching the kids. It's a great shift.
What can I do,
the educator.
Listen, it is what it is, man. But listen, tonight's about Tottenham. Let's celebrate Tottenham tonight because I think Toby deserves it. You know, they've been through shit, and I think Conte, to talk about an elite manager coming to a club that needs an elite coach to rattle the whole kind of system that is at Tottenham. Tottenham have been mediocre for all I know, for all I've been alive, they've been mediocre. We've been toying them around, and finally, he can be that person to say, "Enoch, Levy, what are you doing? I want this done. I want that done." So they need this man. You know what I mean? What are they doing there, Steve? Rocky Bokey, all that. You know what I mean? They need this man.
Yeah, we're not getting told we ain't getting away with that. Come on, we mentioned it on the other show. You 3-0 got beat 3-0, yeah, and then all the fans in the corporate section are doing the fucking okey cokey and the oops upside your head. I say oops upside your head. Say, oops up.
But Steve, you've hit the nail on the head there. You said you just said those fans in the corporate section. They're probably not even real Spurs fans. They're
in your corporate section with Spurs shirts on, having the time of their life when you've just been done 3-0. And the United fans were on Tottenham High Road, sweeing in kebab shops, I heard. So I reckon there's going to be a battle next game. They're going to have the swee off and the okey cokey off, and then you can all fuck off.
But you know what is that video really annoyed me, because as I said to you on the stream yesterday, every single Spurs fan who I spoke to at the end, like leaving that ground, like everyone was unanimous. They were fuming at yet another battering at home, and they said it's time to go for Nuno. We ain't really spoken about Nuno. I'm sure we'll get into it, but every single Spurs fan I spoke to were angry. No one I saw was doing all this hokey cokey bullshit. So when I saw that video going live, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And so much so that a couple like big Spurs pages were saying, this is everything wrong with the Enoch tenure. Like, we've just been pasted 3-0 and you got these idiots.
How long's Enoch been in?
Like clowns on the floor.
How long's Enoch been in?
Since 2001, I think.
And Levy at the same time, right?
Yeah. Since 2000 2001.
You know what? I'm not having it no more. In the big six, yeah, you man have the third best owners in the league. Out of the big six teams, you man are third out of the six in ownership. Your ownership has brought you
Chelsea, Man City,
and then you.
So what, you think Liverpool? You think they're better than Liverpool?
Yeah.
Why? Why are they better than Liverpool's?
Because Liverpool are already a giant. Liverpool are a powerhouse. All they needed was a good ownership and right direction. Tottenham,
Turkish.
Think about what they done for you, bro.
You man were already shit, bro. What are you complaining about?
Turkish.
You're rude. The way you lined that up was just rude.
Saying that Enoch, it's time to go does not mean that you don't talk about what they have done. Like, they built Spurs up to a point. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, only a liar would say that Enoch have been all bad at Spurs. Like, they've taken us steadily to heights that we were not at, but they stumbled across that success. Like, they wouldn't have hit those heights without making some random reactionary changes like Pochettino. They only got in Pochettino because they couldn't get Van Gaal, and Poch turned out to be the best manager we've had since the Premier League was a thing back in 1992. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're in a position now where their old method doesn't work, and you need to adapt, and they haven't adapted, bro. Every decision they've made has been to the detriment of the club in the last.
But has their decisions been somewhat ambitious?
Oh, yeah, they have been. They have been ambitious. Yeah, of course, they have been ambitious.
Now, the last one wasn't like this one. Nuno wasn't.
Yeah, Nuno wasn't.
Nuno wasn't.
You can understand, I think, what they went for there.
No, you can't though. You can't understand it though.
I can understand why you tried a Nuno.
But why though, Turkish? Why do you think it's understandable?
Bro, it goes back to like where you man have come from under this ownership as well, bro. This ownership, has brought you man to the top table, without a major trophy. You man are at the top table because of the ownership and the way they've dealt the club from 2001.
No.
Of course. How are you at the top table then?
Enoch have played a part, but if Pochettino does not enter this club, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And yes, we can talk about Harry Redknapp. Yeah, we can talk about Harry Redknapp, how he came into the club, got us 8th in that season when he took over mid-season. Then he finished 4th and then 5th. Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, no, 4th, 5th, 4th. Harry was really good for Spurs, and then they sacked him. They sacked him because he was linked to the England job, yeah. But before that, they only hired Harry Redknapp because they had sacked Martin Yeo after only like 6 or 7 league matches, and hired in Wande Ramos, who won a cup and was terrible for the rest of his stint. You sack him after 8 games, and then you bring in Harry Redknapp. Same thing with Pochettino, yeah. AVB. I don't really know why we went for AVB after he got sacked by Chelsea. Why did you go for him after you sacked Harry Redknapp? God knows. You then sack him a year and a half later, and the man you wanted, Van Gaal, you didn't get him, and you stumbled across Pochettino. Yeah. So that's why I'm reluctant to put all of our success on ENIC. I'm not disputing the fact that they have done some good things at Spurs. And ultimately, we don't progress as much as we've done if they're not our custodians. But it's not to say that we can't do better, because there have been many years where we've had to sell our best players. We've had to not spend. We've had to take pastings from our rivals. We've been given all this bullshit that, oh yeah, this is working towards a greater cause. We're selling this player for a greater cause. We're moving to this new stadium for a greater cause. We're doing the X, Y, and Z for a greater cause. 1 trophy in 21 years. Where's the greater cause? Where's the greater cause?
Bro, you see, if you look at Leicester, yeah, Leicester have won the Premier League and the FA Cup in the past however many years, and they're not at the top table. Leicester can't get at Antonio Conte. Now, what I am saying here is obviously a league title and an FA Cup is better than reaching the top table through financial, I guess it's financial ways they've got into the big six, innit? But you can't say stumbling on this and this happened because of this, when in reality, like they've managed to do something that no other club has. Like, what other club has managed to get to the top table without a major?
Yeah, Turkish, as I said, I appreciate the good work they've done. ENIC have done good work at Spurs. But what I'm saying is our success isn't solely down to them. You have to give other people their flowers, yeah? Spurs, even with ENIC, yeah, Spurs hit a next level that I don't even think they expected on the Pochettino. They didn't expect to be challenging for the title in Poch's second season. They did not expect or plan for that. Poch did that with a group of players. Yes, they gave him the platform. Yes, they gave him the job. And that refers to the good things that they've done. But their entire tenure now, it's being defined by what they're doing now as opposed to what they've done over a couple of years. And what they're doing right now is not good enough.
But, okay, this is coming from my perspective. We moved into a new stadium, yeah, and we were sold the dream about paying off that stadium. You, man, moved into a stadium, broke your transfer record. Pochettino was underperforming halfway through a season, so you brought in Jose Mourinho, who was still...
It never happened.
Well, for some reason, some people still believed Jose was a winner and he could get something out of Tottenham. It didn't happen, but I can understand in their heads why they thought that might be the case, yeah? But now what they've done is with Nuno, they've done the same thing. There's a risk of Conte going United soon. So they thought, you know what, we might as well act now. And you're acting now.
Do you not think that these decisions that are being made, they're not good footballing decisions? And isn't that part of the reason why we want them to leave? Like, what sensible footballing person or footballing sort of oligarch would tell you that Jose Mourinho in 2020 is going to come and win you something despite you not backing him in the transfer window? Who does that? And then what footballing man says you want to play attacking football and brings in a transition-based manager? Well, I guess with still a poor squad that you didn't really refresh. It doesn't make sense.
It's the same ones that are bringing in Conte right now.
This should be the happiest day of your life.
You should have brought him in 4 months ago.
Wait.
You're trying
to tell me that we've managed to make this pina colada merchant depressed again.
Depressed again.
How have you managed that?
Yeah, I'm depressed.
I'm not depressed.
There should be confetti flying about, balloons, strippers. Why is this conversation even taking place?
I'm not.
He's depressed every week. Just let him live, Turkish, bro.
I'm not depressed. I'm happy. Because
for now,
the deed had to be done. Nuno had to be sacked. My only anger is at the fact that we got him in the first place, and that's nothing against Nuno. It's just he should have never got the job in the first place. But if this news comes in, you see that Nigel Farage meme? You all laughed at me. Well, who's laughing? You see that meme? If this news comes in,
it's in, man.
It's done, bro. Don't worry.
It's done, man.
No,
Relax now, innit? Relax now.
If this news comes in, I'm dunking on so many.
No, it's done. It's done.
It's crazy. Matisse, Turkish.
Hey, what did I do?
Bro, I'm coming for you. I've got all the tweets bookmarked. All the people who are using my clip. Yeah.
Sound like a Soviet ex, bro.
100%.
No. I don't forget. Everything is
bro. Move on.
I promise you. When this thing comes,
I'm backing you.
Dunking.
GRIZZ.
I'm dunking on your head. What?
This guy's in a new marriage and he's about to make it toxic by going back into the past. Just move on, fam.
I'm rooting for you. I always said Toby needs to see some happiness. Every man needs to see some happiness. Life's all about ups and downs, and this is an up for him, man. Drink your pina colada, boy.
Thank you. People asking me to sing the song. I'm not gonna sing it yet. Wait until Friday. If it's saying wait until Friday.
You're smart.
I said if Conte comes in, fuck it. When I go Milan on Sunday, I might even buy an Inter Milan top with Conte at the back. Fuck it.
You're mad. No, but I know what he's saying about his owners. No, but I know what he's saying about they have made every footballing decision they've made, bar hiring Pochettino, has been wrong, has been a disaster, you could say, right? Only Pochettino was a success. Even, I don't know if you back me on this, but even transfers-wise, right, Tobes? Majority of their buys or recruiting has been poor. Only Pochettino is literally... But look, at the end of the day, all you can say now, right now, is what could they have done now to fix all that shit? All that shit that they've caused, right? And to make you feel like the way you felt. And the majority of the Spurs fans, yeah, even the ones I speak to, they're dead. They don't enjoy football. They don't want to know football anymore. What could they have done right now, right this very second, to try to make you come back? Go and get the best manager possible. And that's what they've done. So you have to big him up.
They have to get him, and they have to give him everything he wants and back him in the.
Okay, relax. You know, one thing at a time.
Nah, bro. We're tired.
Relax. One thing at a time.
I get you. It is one thing.
Getting signed up.
Nah. This is what I'm saying. Why do they need to do that? Why do they need to do that?
Why wouldn't they,
bro?
I don't know which angle this is coming from. It's going to relax you.
Grateful though. This is what I'm saying. No, you should. It's mad for you, man, to be getting Conte. It's mad. You should.
It's huge.
It's mad for us. It's huge. But you're going out and saying, like, I don't think GRIZZ means we literally have to go out and get a top 3, top 4 manager in world football. It only so happens that Conte is available and we're able to get him, which is fantastic. But I think the overarching point is the only way they can make up for the bullshit is by getting in a good manager who can actually work with this squad and help us progress. Antonio Conte would be the biggest get possible. Yeah. He would be the biggest get possible. But the bottom line is, even if they gave us a good manager, it doesn't have to be a good manager who could work with this team and take us forward, I'd be happy with that. I would be happy with that.
All I'm saying is if you don't win anything under Conte, you better just have some self-reflection and wonder if your club is really built for that. Do you know some people some clubs don't have the facilities for that. You might just have to look at yourselves and say, we're not that guy. We're actually the ones that poison others. You know, sometimes you just have to look upon yourself and say, maybe it's me. You know them ones. It might actually
We already have. And the same people who poison others are
Matisse, he knows already.
Turkish is defending right now. We already have.
No, I'm not talking about the owners. I'm talking about the crest, the whole thing.
Oh,
yeah, not the owners. Like, if your club just is not that club. Do you know what I mean?
Are you saying like that? Are you saying if they manage to Spurs
Conte wins everywhere, GRIZZ? If he doesn't win here, just delete it. You know, on FIFA, you just delete.
I hear what you're saying now.
Just leave it. Like, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the fiber, the cotton that they use to make the shirt, the badge, everything needs to.
We don't have the capacity.
Yeah, you know when Cardiff changed to a red kit, just everything's got to change. The colours, the chicken on the ball, everything. Rip it all up because it's not working. Because if you don't, if
you manage the Spurs Conte, then
fam, you're ruining a serial winner. You know? Can you imagine? It's definitely you.
I think he'll do well.
That girl that just poisons every brother and then says, "Oh, all men are this, all men are shit." Bro, it's you, bro. It's you.
Down to the owners. It's down to the owners.
No, it's not the owners. It's you.
Yes, no. It is the owners. He's not gonna turn Harry Winks into a world beater, is he? He's not going to turn Matt Doherty into a world-class right wing back.
It's a big rebuild, though. I'll tell you that. It's a big rebuild.
Exactly. So he's going to need the funding and he's going to need the platform to succeed. If he doesn't succeed, it's down to the owners, bro, not him, because he is.
We succeeded with Victor Moses at right wing back. So we won the league with Victor Moses at right wing back. I don't even know where he plays now. Somewhere in Russia.
Why are you telling me about what you did? Why do I care about what you
did? Because I'm saying, like, my club built to win, and you guys are complaining about Doherty. Do you know what I mean? Like, Doherty, Dorothy from EastEnders, whatever you want to call her, she was good at Wolves. And again, you poisoned her. You made her bad. Again, this is just
we made Matt Doherty not be able to trap a ball.
But was he not doing well before you laid the eyes upon him and ruined him up? Do you know, just what I'm talking about?
Did we ruin Nuno as well? Yeah, did we ruin Nuno as well?
Nuno had a good career CV until you touched him, and now look at him, he's washed.
Because he's not good enough at this level, that's why.
No, you're not good enough at this level. That's the point.
No. He's not good
enough. You're Matisse, man.
I don't know how you're doing this as well, but just know the debt will be repaid. Everything you're doing, I'm remembering it. So when I come at you, and I come at you hard, don't say, oh, Tobes, chill. Yeah, cool.
Yo, man, he might come and rattle Chelsea. You never know now. Tottenham could have rattle Chelsea now with Antonio Conte, come back with a vengeance, got something to prove now. Yo, man.
How is he going to rattle us? We're not in the same conversation.
You're already rattled. Today you were doing something.
Yeah, man, you look rattled right now.
Unpopular opinion.
No, that was just a rattle. That was just a rattle.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing to do with you. Don't be silly. That's nothing to do with you guys. That was to rattle the proper Chelsea.
So why didn't you tweet that before the news?
Because I've actually got the same template. I've got the same template from when Mourinho went to Tottenham in 2019. I copied and pasted it. See, that beef doesn't concern me. That's my beef with the older Chelsea fans who sing "We hate Tottenham" when the
liquor happens to come out when we're in talks with Conte.
Because that's the perfect time for traction, triggering. This is how social media works. It's all about timing. Listen, I'm the master of Twitter. I know how to rattle, bro. Let me do my work. I'm working. Let me work. Let me work.
Do your thing.
No one cares about Tottenham. We don't care about you. Why would I worry about Conference League when we're the kings of the Champions League? What? Doesn't make no sense.
That's like your
fourth 3-0 defeat of the season. I don't care about
that. And that's why Nuno got sacked. What's your point,
bro? We're not in the same.
You're not bothered, but yet you've just gone on a mad 20-minute tirade about Spurs.
Because I'm trying to get you to accept who you are.
I know why Matisse is full of energy. It was Halloween yesterday. He's been trick-or-treating. He's been eating Smarties.
How many sweets you ate? Man. Yeah, man. Yeah. He went up to his mummy who was knocking on doors in South London.
Right? Self-love. Self-love.
You
don't be knocking doors.
He went trick-or-treating. He was dressed up as Harry Kane.
On a real note, though, I think Conte will kind of trigger Tottenham to now finally act serious. You know what I mean? I think there will be funds there, and I think the key thing in all of this is Patrici. You know what I mean? They call him the Don Patrici. Got a football director now. He's worked with them at Juve. They've got this connection now. You know, if they can work together, you know what I mean? I don't know who was kind of mediator at Chelsea, but now they've got an Italian mediator. They know the language together. They'll be kind of like, have that chemistry. So hopefully 100%. They'll get the money. It has to work for me. It does.
This guy has been key. This guy has been key.
Yeah.
This could be the second best thing that's happened to you after Conte, because this sporting director has obviously convinced Conte, because there's no way Conte was coming to Spurs. No way. We all knew that. But this guy's connections, he's obviously made him an offer he can't refuse, people.
But he was coming at the same time, though.
Huh?
He came in at the same time they was meant to get Conte, innit?
Yep, he did.
But what I'm saying is, in that interim, in that period that they didn't get him, he's obviously been working in the background, and unfortunately, it looks like Nuno was just a stand-in, bro. He was just like a pure stand-in until they convinced Conte. And obviously, this Man United talk has made it speed up bad boys, and I think they've pulled off a mad coup, This is good,
mad.
Coup,
Not been pulled off, but if it happens, then it's very mad.
It's happened. It's happened.
There's big listen. It's not just a case of get Conte, Spurs are going to be serious threats. Not like that, because I've said it on other shows. There's a mentality thing at Spurs that needs to change. And when I mentioned about Mancini on another show, maybe coming in and rattling a few people, Conte can do exactly the same. Now, from the top at Spurs to the fans, okie-coking in the fucking stands, the whole place needs a fucking flip side, because it's all mad there, yeah? So if Conte comes in and he's working with the director of football, maybe people like Daniel Levy, and that instead of being the stubborn kind of chairman where he thinks he's always right, I'm not selling Ali Kane, we're keeping him, maybe he's had to have a step back himself, or maybe he's had to look at the board and go, okay, right, we're going to have to go in a different direction, because the way we're going, it ain't working, because Tottenham are huffing and puffing, but they're not blowing anything down. They're just staying the same. So if Levy's prepared to change, the board's prepared to change, and Conte comes in with a refreshing idea and they let him get on with it, and they give him the freedom to express himself, even if he upsets fucking Doris in the canteen or the guy that cuts the grass, because Mancini did that at City. He upset everybody. But the board took a step back and went, hold on, he's building something, get it out of his system. And Conte will upset people. He'll upset fans' favourites. He might even upset club legends. But if you stick with him and let him get his mentality and that winning mentality throughout the squad, that's when Spurs will be serious. That's when people will take serious. And then when he goes in the stand after the game and unplugs the fucking okie-cokie, then you know it's business time. You know what I mean?
But this is the very reason. Yeah. Sorry, go on, say. I
was going to say, I think Spurs, if they spend in January, they can easily get the top 4 race. That's all I'm saying.
He's going to bring some old school in. He's going to bring players in you think, wow, why is he signing him? But I tell you what, that's what he needs, because he need them leaders in the team. So if he goes and signs some 30, 32, 33-year-old Italians, listen, he's going to get them in there because he wants people he can trust in the dressing room. He wants people and eyes and ears all over the place. That's what he's going to do. And I think he'll do that.
And I think these are some of the reasons that you've said. This is why I genuinely said at the time, and I stuck by it. This is the reason, genuinely, Man United, they were intimidated by him. The hierarchy couldn't take someone like Conte, man. They had their hands burnt with Mourinho. They didn't want someone to come in there and who's going to challenge them if things go wrong. They want yes men. Conte is anything but a yes man. And we know the Glazers. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, but just to build off your point, even the players, yeah, like certain players in that squad are about to get a rude awakening.
Oh, man.
When Conte came to Chelsea, we had people dropping down like flies. They couldn't handle the training sessions in the preseason. They were like,
they need this.
What's going on here?
They need this. They need it. Those players, they need it. How many times have I spoken? And if you had any Spurs fan you speak to now, they'll mention at least 9-10 players that need to go. The shit is still the same, bro. There's a massive clear out needs to happen in that club, and the players that are left, they need to grow some balls and actually start playing to their level. And hopefully, Conte is the one that's gonna drive that. He's gonna drive the players that are not good enough at the club, and he's gonna raise the standard for the players that stay within the club. That's what we need.
He said he would rather kill someone.
Good, yes, I saw the video.
Bro, Dele Alli better run, bro.
Good. I've seen the video. I've seen the video with Henry.
What's that one? Say that one again.
He said he'd rather kill someone than them not play his style. Like Dele Alli better run.
He's talking Ndombele.
It's a mentality thing, though. It's a mentality thing. It's a winning mentality thing. Mancini was the same. People didn't like him at first. City fans. Some of them were like, "Oh, who's this guy? He's upsetting such a body, and he's upsetting such a body." All these elite managers do it. Pep Guardiola does it wherever. Samuel Eto'o, Ibrahimovic, Joe Hart. People that were like cemented in the club where, Joe Hart's definitely playing. Boom, he's gone. Claudio Bravo, he's shit, but he brought him in because he can pass. And it's mad. And that's these managers have got to do that. Don't care who you're upset. Just believe in what you believe in. And then it'll work out. And like you say, if they get him, it's a good addition to the Premier League. And like you say, if you can turn that mentality around, then maybe Spurs next season might have a chance at something.
Yeah, I disagree with SAEED about this season top 4. Nah, still let's
why not?
Calma. Nah, I don't because of the fact that Toby just said.
Listen, Wolves are in the top 4 race at the minute.
No, none of their players are dross, man. 9-10 of their players are literally dross. So there's only so much you can do with how what I mean.
Listen,
like polish a turd, to use one of Steve's many phrases. There's only so much you can polish a turd, right? But you know,
not even in January. If they buy in January,
no, how much they can buy in January, man? Saeed, they
what I'm
can't
saying.
buy. They can't
Listen,
buy
man.
4 players. They can only buy 1 or 2 in January, realistically.
I don't think so, mate. You'll
Get
see.
Jesse Lingard.
No, man, they're gonna want to keep their money and powder dry for the summer, man. Like real summer, like 100.
If Conte's only there for 18 months, by the way, he's only there for 18 months. So best believe he's
I don't
coming
know
in
how
and
to
saying,
believe
"Listen, I
That's
want
just
this place."
initially, innit? That's just initially there for 18 months.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
They got to pay
that?
Nuno out, innit? So they don't want to have too many brothers on their books at the same time.
What do you
It's a
mean?
lot.
But it'll be a good January, though.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
my internet was bugging out before. I think top 4 is a step too high for Conte this season. I think we're expecting too much too soon if he comes in. I don't think we know this squad is not good enough to get top 4. Even if we get in reinforcements in January, it would have to be like serious reinforcements for us to bridge that gap. But listen, you never know. Anything is possible with Antonio, but except winning the league title right now. But I wouldn't put money on it. I just think it's important to just get him in and get his methods bedded into this team. Like that's what we need to do for now. Like I'm not really worried about what we do this season. I already wrote off the season before it started. I'm not really expecting much from this season, so I will happily take the L and if he comes in, let this season be the season where he molds and gets his ideas into the team and the team stumbles and he starts bringing in players and implementing his philosophy. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that every day of the week because at least I know the direction we're heading in. The same couldn't be said for Nuno. The same couldn't be said for Jose. I didn't know the direction we were heading in with these managers. I know what direction we're heading with Antonio Conte because he's literally doing it right now at the very highest level. So I'm hoping we lock it in, man.
We'll watch it all unfold. Obviously, we're back at the end of the week to get into the last game week before international break. So if it gets confirmed by then, which it looks like it'll get confirmed tomorrow morning, to be honest.
Hopefully.
We'll obviously get back into it then. Listen, there's a lot of super chats. I mean, I do want to get few of those. The one on the screen now says, Grizz and Steve, keep pretending that the title race is between you two when I know you're shit scared of Chelsea. We don't mind though. Winning as underdogs is in our DNA. Super Tommy Tuchel. Yanis, big up Yanis. He's sent in a few. This one here says, I disagree. Grizz, check Spud's squad. They have a perfect squad for 3 at the back. Earlier, he said, I honestly get what Turkish means. Tottenham have really made all of this from nothing. Historically, Arsenal, United, and Liverpool are the biggest clubs. City and Chelsea have rich owners. Spurs aren't either. And big up Max as well. Max, I'll get your one in when it's the Arsenal talk, because obviously it's Arsenal related. El Tayeb says, Chelsea, their best manager left to Spurs, and now Conte goes there too. It tells you all you need to know about their club, really. Where's the loyalty? Money talk. Another one here. Conte may be in, but to go from your first choice to 7th with Nuno, then crawl back to your first is pathetic. Conte will bleed you dry and leave with no titles. Congrats, Tobes. Antonio Conte will win 2 trophies at Tottenham. SAEED, we should get another Glazer protest going. Yeah, there's a few there. SAEED, you've been quiet, man. I don't like seeing you like
listen,
this.
Listen, no, it's not even that. For me, it's apathy, innit? You know what I mean? It's kind of accepting the fate of United and not what they are.
Feeling, man. I know the feeling.
Yeah, I don't know about, you know what I mean? I don't know about the standards, but yeah, I know what you mean in terms of the feeling right now. But
wait, what do you mean you don't know about the standards?
But obviously we're trying to get, you know,
So
bigger than what you get.
What
I don't know.
What have you won in the last 5
Don't
years?
put me in your corner still. You know
The Tottenham fan was trying to relate. He was like, yeah, I don't know if you really understand.
Yeah, man, I'm saying like, you might show them a favour, you know what I'm saying? Just a favour.
Just for that.
To be fair, though, Turkish, to be fair, he's got his cup final on Saturday, hasn't he? The Derby Day Cup, so he could win a trophy. You know what I mean?
And by the way, I've got an army for you, Steve, man. They're going to be
I've
suing
got it here.
the
Look,
back, so.
I've got the Derby Day Cup here again. Look there.
Hey, man.
You can dance in your kitchen next week on Saturday night with that, no problem. Cornflakes again and all that.
Listen, man. Let's hold it for the Friday, man. You know what I mean? This time now is therapy, man. Nah, for me, I don't know where this club's going, innit? You feel me? Like Tottenham have showing more ambition than United, and I think for me, reality has kicked in that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be here till the summer, till they find out what they want to do. They don't know what they're doing. Are they a long-term club? Do they want to be short-term and win trophies? Like, they
No,
don't
they
know
are
what
gonna
they're
win
doing.
They're going to win the quadruple.
Listen, man. I mean,
what
that
you said, right?
talk's gone, man. That talk's gone.
That's what
But
you
for
said.
me, yeah, man, I don't know what this club's going. And I think for me, United at the minute just got to take it what it is right now. You know what I mean? It's going to be a top 4 battle. And, you know what I mean? Just hold on, man. You know, the roller coaster. You know what I mean? Just take it all in. I'll be serious. It's going to be like that the rest of the season. You just got to take it in now and just accept that Man United now have got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to the end. So you guys can do Ole's at the wheel. You can do whatever you want. I've accepted my fate. You know what I mean? And whatnot. Yeah, man, do it. I'm not bothered. Accepting my fate. And you just, you know, you go out there and just take it in vibes to the end of the season. I've started the wire anyway, so I'm chilling me. You know what I mean? The wire's
You what?
Wire's a sick show, by the way.
I've started the wire, so I'm chilling me.
Man said I started the wire, fam.
Yeah, I've started the wire, man. I'm chilling, man.
I thought you said you was wired, me. I thought, can I going off the rails, man?
What a fall from grace. Ryan here said, big up the man them. Conte was a dirty player playing with the same clan back in the 90s and 2000s with Juve. His style and personality will be burnt into Spurs. I know I've missed a lot of super chats, people. Obviously, I put them on the screen. Apologies if I've missed yours. But to obviously, bearing in mind time, I do want to keep it moving. We haven't even talked about none of the games. I think the 3-0 United, we move on from that now.
Yeah, man.
The ones on the back end of the 3-0 are the happier, as you can see from Toby tonight. But make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. 4.8K in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to the official Big Six channel. That's going to launch this month, November. We're going to get that done, people. Make sure you subscribe to every other channel there. Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, and Matisse. All the channel links there, including Thuggery. He couldn't bless us with an intro today, but hopefully in the near future we do get one.
Thank God.
Love for the love as always. And
yeah, I mean? So is me. So thank God to me.
Yeah, it might be
thank you
end of the week. Huh?
Thank you so much. Thank you, SAEED. Thank you to you. Thank you to the United fans. Thank you to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, man. You don't know how,
it's a pleasure,
how much of a favor you've done us. That's the best 3-0 pasting I've ever had in my life. Thank you so much, man.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
Thank you, bro.
Don't worry,
man.
The next time I see you,
you got a free meal on me, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, say no more, man.
Thank you.
We'll go with stuff or something like that.
Just like that, you know, free dinner. Say no more.
You got buy me. You got buy me dinner as well because we thrashed them so hard they took it out on you. So I get some.
That logic is not.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that Denzel Washington meme going around?
Yeah. I'm leaving it with something.
Yeah, I'm leaving it with something.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I've seen that meme before.
Yeah.
We'll go to bites. We'll go to bites. We'll go to bites, Chris.
Jesus Christ, that logic is sick, though.
Let's move on. What's the next bet? Obviously, Arsenal beating Leicester away is a big one, but Man City losing at home, I think, is the biggest other news story. Obviously, defending champions, 2 losses out of the first 10 now, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It was. Listen, first of all, I've got to give credit to Palace, Patrick Vieira, Crystal Palace. Done a number on us. I mean, he came to the Etihad and he set his team up to just not concede. We started well, and then we made a mistake. They got in. Zaha scuffed the shot. I think if he hits that shot clean, I don't think it goes in. It's scuffed. It goes over Edison's hand 1-0. So you're thinking, okay, fair enough. We've been caught cold there. We move. So we're throwing the pressure on them again, but they defended. They were defending really well. He had something to hold on to, you know what I mean? So Vieira was like, look, we've got our noses in front here. They've got to come at us. And you know what Palace are like with Zaha and the players on the break. So it's a bit risky throwing the kitchen sink at them, but we did. And then at Laporte with the sending off, I mean, listen, I said it on another show that I can't remember the last time I went in on a referee for having a poor game. You know, every week used to feel like someone was moaning at the ref. But I haven't done that for a while. But he sends Laporte off for pulling him back like 40 yards away from goal. And you're thinking, is it really a red? So then you're taking that. And then you're looking at it thinking, is it going to be one of them days? We're 1-0 down, now we're 10 men. Obviously, we've thrown the kitchen sink at it. But like I was saying to people, it's very frustrating watching us. Everything was side to side, left to left. We were whizzing crosses in the box. There's nobody in the box. Foden's playing a false 9. He stood on the edge of the box. Grealish is on the edge of the box. He's knocking it to Bernardo for the overlap. He's whizzing it in. There's no one there. Kyle Walker's knocking it from the other side. Cancelo's shooting from 50-odd yards. You can see. I did text the group chat and said how awful we was playing. You can see it. And at the end of the day, we looked flat. We looked tired. Kevin De Bruyne was playing right wing back at one point. He looked tired. And listen, there's now I can say other than we didn't deserve to win that game. Crystal Palace got the noses in front, kept to the shape, and then while we were pushing forward at the end, they caught us on the counter-attack, put the final blade in. Happened a few years ago against Wolves, same thing. Do you know what I mean? And people were saying, oh, well, you weren't moaning about a striker the other week when you're winning 5-0. Well, you're not going to do, this is what I'm saying, Pep Guardiola in his own head, he's convinced he can do it with no striker. That's fine. But you know yourself, if you watch your team over a season, you can pick 2 or 3 games in a season where the pretty football has to go out the window and you have to go a little bit direct to get a result because you can't just steam everyone 5-0. Don't work. And that game on Saturday was crying out for somebody to just put the ball in the net. Just let's get the ball in the box, direct, and let's get the points on the board. And it didn't happen. So there's no complaints from me. And going into this weekend's, well, we've got Bruges on Wednesday and then we've got United at weekend. And all I'm saying, the City fans have just got to hope that we bounce back. We've been here before. And look, it's down to the managers to sort it out.
So then,
I think this season's different.
Don't you? Sorry, Saeed. I was going to say, so Steve, don't you think this goes back to what we were saying in the summer about Man City's priorities being a bit out of whack? Because you spent 100 million on Jack Grealish, and again, I think he's a quality player. I think he will prove to be a good signing for Man City. But at the time, I remember saying I feel like Jack Grealish is a want. Man City want to stay at the top, and they signed Jack Grealish. Man City didn't need Jack Grealish. Now looking at your team now with Foden back fit and injured, I know Sterling's been up and down, but you have a plethora of attacking options. It's clear to see that the final chess piece missing is the striker. Like looking back on it now, if you had that 100 million to spend, are you opting to throw that on Harry Kane or still go for Jack Grealish?
Well, hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? I mean, if Grealish hits the ground running this season and he's scoring goals and all that, everyone forgets about that. But I think with Grealish, he's playing wide. If I'm Pep, looking at the way Kevin De Bruyne's been playing recently, he just looks tired. I'd pull De Bruyne out of midfield for a little bit. I put Grealish in the centre, and I just let him have a little bit of a free De Bruyne role. I think that's what he's been bought. I think he can do that. But Pep Guardiola is a genius, and he can. If he lost every game from now to the end of the season, the Man City fans would never turn on him. But the guy is a genius, but the guy's stubborn, and you can't tell Pep Guardiola. We're all crying out for a striker. We said it, but you've just got to trust your manager, and I'm trusting him. Last season we had a bad start. Everyone said, "Is it the end of Man City? Is the title?"
But this is different. I think this season is different, Steve.
No,
this season is different.
In my opinion, we need a striker, but I don't think you're going to get one in January. Man City never buy anyone like that in January. The only chance we've got in January is whether they go for somebody who's maybe on a 1 year of his contract left somewhere, and they just offer a bit of money, and the team thinks, you know what, we'll take a bit of dough instead of losing it for free. I can't see it.
You bought like, and before I say this as well, Palace, I think before we continue talking about Man City, you said it as well, but I still want to re-emphasize as well. Crystal Palace, fantastic performance, and I think they were good. They were good value. Striker or no striker, they were good value for the 2-0 win. Great win from Patrick Vieira. But you lot signed Dzeko in January a couple years back, and then you signed Laporte in January as well. Like, surely, if the money is there and the right player is attainable, you can go in for that player in January. Yeah,
they also bought Bowen.
Is it a panic buy though? Is it a panic buy? Because they're not.
But Laporte and Dzeko weren't panic buy.
They want Haaland, don't they? But they're not getting Haaland in January, are they? So if they had a choice, if they said to Pep, look, we reckon we can get Haaland in the summer, 99% we can get it done, but you can't have a striker in January, or we buy someone in January and the Haaland deal in the summer's gone. He's going to wait for Haaland. He's going to wait for it.
There's no doubt City will strike back and come back. But I just want to put... No, they will. They will. They're a class team, and I don't know if should I address this as a super chat for you, Turkish. Rojan Roper says clear red. Laporte got spun, and so I don't even agree with that because it wasn't a clear red. So get that out of the system. It was not a clear red. It was stupid defending. No doubt about it. He didn't have to do that, but that wasn't already. It was about 50 yards out from goal, yeah, man. There was better players. You know what I mean? You never rule out Kyle Walker. If Kyle Walker's on that pitch, he's coming round.
Yeah, of course he's.
Do you know what I mean? He's coming round. But what I was going to say, I'm just looking for a few pats on the back here, yeah? Because when Grealish did come in, like you mans must remember, I did question how he's going to fit.
Man. Don't go here.
I'm asking, let me finish it. Why you always do this to me? Like I'm about to explain something and you start laughing and giggling. So I don't know where Toby's gone because he, like, you know what I mean? He argued with me as well about this point. I didn't. What am I going to say?
You're going to say that Jack Grealish, that people argued with you about Jack Grealish not fitting in at Man City and they didn't need him. I didn't argue with that. About how he's going to fit in, especially I said alongside Kevin De Bruyne. And whose form's been affected the most? KDB's. Nah, because come on. You can't put that on Grealish though. KDB's.
I'm not putting on Grealish. I'm putting it on Pep. I'm not putting on Grealish. Grealish is doing what he does. Grealish is playing how he plays. What I said is Man City's system is very, very different. And Man City's pace in attack is different. Their speed of passing is different
as well. I think Pep thought Bernardo Silva was finished.
I get that. I see that. I think
he got Grealish in and thought, right, that's me finger with having Gundogan, De Bruyne, Rodri, Grealish out there. Grealish can come in sometimes. Then all of a sudden, Bernardo Silva's gone, you know what? I didn't get me move. I'm having it.
Point.
He's been the best player in the Manchester City team at the minute. And I don't know what's up with De Bruyne. I said it on another show that he said something about in the Euros, he had to have an injection to play. And if he knew what the reaction was to the injection, he'd never have it again. And I think he just needs a break. And with the riches of we've got in midfield and the options we've got, take him out of the team, put him on the bench. I'd rather have a Kevin De Bruyne come on for 20 minutes and snatch that goal than have him lumbering around in the middle, not looking fit. You know what I mean?
Steve, you made a fantastic point, and I didn't even think of that. But that's when you know your club. Because what you said about Bernardo Silva, I can see that he was probably going, and that's why Grealish would have fit in like a glove, basically, right?
Don't forget, Chris.
But now you got three.
Sorry, Jack Grealish was on everybody's lips 4 months ago. They were crying out for him. Get him in the England squad. We're not going to win the Euros without playing Grealish. Why is he not playing Grealish? Everyone in England was a Grealish fan. We signed him now. You go to a stadium, they're booing him and all that. So we signed Grealish because he was the best player in this country at the time. He had a 100 million release clause that we knew we could activate with no problems. So we grabbed him. And that's what I think happened. And like you say, Bernardo Silva's forms come out of nowhere.
But this is where
he's the best player at the minute.
But this is where Pep has to earn his money now for the rest of the season. To how does he fit KDB, Bernardo, and Grealish in the same attack, in the same midfield? Because they all like ball to their feet. They all like dribbling with the ball. None of them like running in behind. And this is what Pep's got to work out now.
And I think that point is really important as well. And some people are making some comments around, when City lose, you talk about striker. I think the striker point is always going to come up with Man City. It's always going to come up when they dominate so much of the ball and have a certain amount of attempts on goal and they don't put away, the striker point is always going to come up. But I think fundamentally City was just poor. Like Steve said, they couldn't string like 3-4 passes together. The midfield one is interesting because Jack Grealish, he is someone who likes the ball to feet and likes to carry the ball along long distances. Pep don't really play that type of football. So there's always going to be a bedding in period for Jack Grealish. But again, it goes back to the initial point. Jack Grealish, is he a necessity in this team? I don't think he is. I'm not blaming him for Man City losing because I think it's a team sport.
He's not played bad, Toby. He's not played bad. He's had to adjust as well.
Steve, I'm not saying he's playing bad.
Yeah, at Aston Villa, he was coming deep for the ball. He was the main man, left, right, all over the place. For City, he's been told to do a job. He's got to stay out on the left. And sometimes I think he's frustrated. I think he wants to get involved in the game a little bit more. But under Pep Guardiola, you've got to be patient. You've seen it at Barcelona. You watch that documentary with Pep. Look at Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry was playing out wide and he was saying, I'm a striker. I need to be in the middle. I need to touch the ball. And Pep was saying to him, you need to listen to me. Stay out there because you're creating the space for other people. And he didn't understand. And I think Grealish is a little bit like that at the minute. He's trying to get a bit giddy. He's coming a bit too deep. Then 1 minute he's coming in the middle. Then he should be out wide. Listen, don't sleep on Jack Grealish. Listen, he can have a season. The Man City fans will not turn on Jack Grealish. We won't turn on Pep. Jack Grealish can have a full season and stink the joint out. But I've seen this with players before at City. Bernardo didn't start well. Cancelo didn't start well. Mahrez didn't start well. And look how David Silva didn't start well. And at the end of the day, they all get the rhythm in that Pep system. So, listen, we got beat off a better Crystal Palace team.
Agreed.
And we did not deserve one thing, but we've got to bounce back this week. It's important.
Well, you're playing the right team.
I hear you.
So breaking news. Conte looks like it's confirmed from Fabrizio Romano. Tobes,
Puppet master.
is it time to swing the shirt over your head and start singing or nah? Look at you. You can't even hold it in.
Do it, man. Told me. When you said it, man. Come on.
Antonio!
Oh, shit.
Antonio! 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 Antonio!
That's what we love to see.
What you saying? What you saying? Tottenham up.
Whoa. It says the contract will be signed on Tuesday, and a hell of a lot of shit can happen till Tuesday. So
Now listen. You know we've been mocking Toby with a 44th minute clap.
You know what Steve's doing?
Clap, man. Can we just all
When you see,
Yeah.
Come on, man.
When you see a here we go, it's
Chelsea fan is salty in it. Come on, Matisse, man.
Matisse,
Fam,
come on.
I don't clap Tottenham, bro. This is a rivalry, bro.
Wow.
What do you think this is?
would you take? Here's one for you, Saeed. Would you take City beating you 5-0 on Saturday, sack Solskjaer, and United steaming and Nick Conte? Would you have that?
Of course,
Oh,
mate. Are
shit.
you mad?
Tuesday, it's 9 until Tuesday, so a lot can happen.
Listen, but is it going to happen, Steve? No.
Never know,
so
man.
why are you getting me giddy? You're almost giving me like £1 million, and then the last minute you're taking it away from me.
Well, it is what it is, man.
I
Come
agree
on,
to
man.
guys. I've never really rated Conte anyway, man. I don't.
Yeah, Arteta's at the wheel anyway, man. Don't worry, man. Arteta's doing madnesses, man.
Stay over there with Arteta, innit?
Don't worry, bro.
I was at the
Don't worry,
AFTV
bro.
studios, man. They're getting a bit giddy over there.
Yo,
None
I
of us there
don't
talking
need
shit.
Arteta catching strays in this, yeah? Arteta don't need to be catching strays in this. Leave Arteta out of this.
Yeah, you don't want
This
that
is
back
mad.
out.
So that means Saeed is the new Toby around here. This is nuts.
Yeah, man.
You were doing the
I style it
quadruple
out, though, innit? I style
Yeah,
out, man. I'm not like Toby, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
I'm just gonna have vibes, man. When we win the Derby Day Cup, man, I'm bringing all my army to this car park and I'm gonna sue in front of Steve. Make sure you're
You
there.
might actually deep in this though. Antonio Conte is going to be the Tottenham manager.
I'll give it a
We're
rest.
not even
Yeah,
in the
man.
Champions League.
Best thing that's happened in Tottenham's
Antonio
history,
Conte is going to. Honestly, I have to say it like a million times because the more I say it, the less realistic it sounds. Antonio Conte. If
Does
you
that
had to
mean
name five
Spurs'
managers-
pull power is stronger than Arsenal's now?
If you had to name five elite managers in world football, he is on everyone's list, and he's gonna be the Spurs manager. That is incredible, incredible.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
No trophies though.
Oh, my
No trophy
goodness.
yet though. Let's win something and then we'll
Oh, my
see.
goodness.
It just shows you that money talks, doesn't it?
Money talks, man. Ambition
it's
talks.
I said this to Saeed when he was sweeting. Just because someone's
Listen.
arrived, it doesn't mean it's a trophy. You got to get the trophy. The game is about glory. It's not about signings.
Well, there's 3 reasons he's gone to Tottenham that he could possibly gone to Tottenham. A, for the money. B, for the hot dogs. And C, for the fucking okey cokey after the game. That's the only thing they've got going for at the minute, to be fair.
I think it's
But
the
do you know
hokey
what?
cokey that sells it.
Do you know what? My happiness comes through, like, not only for Toby because he's a friend, right? But a lot of it is that United are stuck with Ole now.
Yeah,
Like,
I
United
can't
don't
lie.
worry,
I can't
You know-
lie. I'm happy about that. I'm happy
Do you know what I
about
mean,
that, but I'm
Steve?
not
Like,
getting good.
that
I'm not
was
getting good.
so close. That was
I'm in the
like,
mud this week, so people can give it me, man. Give me the shit. I deserve it. We were shit.
Yeah, but your club's irrelevant, isn't it?
No, we're the champions, mate. Not crying about managers
Saeed, stop
going
this.
first.
Just stop. Give it up.
Listen, don't worry, man. I've always got chest, man. I'm gonna back my club, man. Don't worry, man.
Man,
All
chest, deflate
Saeed.
that chest, bro. Deflate
All
it.
Saeed seeing
No
is
more.
that Conte Ole face swap. Conference League is locked now for Spurs. Hate it.
It is what
Oh,
it
you'll
is,
win
man.
that. You'll win that Conference League now.
Yeah.
Yanis says he absolutely hates Tottenham, but he's happy for you, Toby.
why can't you be like this, Matisse?
What?
My guy Yanis, thank you for the support.
Like, you can hate Tottenham but be happy for Toby, man. He's
Like,
a brother, man.
no, because honestly, I said the same thing to Saeed when he was sweeting. Like, to keep it $100, you still have to win. And like, let's see now if they win something. There is no excuse because it is a serial winner. But if he gets sacked in 18 months and the whole place blows up because Dele Alli didn't run and now everybody's angry with each other and they didn't win anything. All of this is for nothing. So, like, Toby can be happy. Me, I'm sitting there waiting for the trophy lift. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's
Why
see
are you
what
still
happens.
talking, Matisse?
Listen. You have not won anything. Do not do a SAEED. Don't do a SAEED.
No. I'm asking
Because you're
why
not talking to me.
about.
Because we're top of the table.
You don't care.
We're top of the
yet you
table.
have
So
so
you're
much
not
to
talking to me. We're top of the table.
Yeah, but exactly. So we're so insignificant, but yet you have so much to say.
Bro, no, I don't care, bro.
Why are you
Stop saying
mad,
my
bro?
name, Matisse, man. You know what I mean?
Why
Allow
you
me,
mad?
man. Talk to me, Toby.
Not
Don't
lying,
say
bro.
my name, man.
From
Guys, don't put my name in there, man.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
I want to know Turkish's. I want to know Turkish's point.
Allow me, man.
Fam,
I want to know what you think Turkish, because they're your rivals, and you're just, you know, I'll turn it around a little bit, and then you find out that they've got Conte. Are you asked? Are you bothered? Would you rather have Conte? Would you, you know, do you think you could attract Conte?
You see what it is with Tottenham, yeah. Tottenham they've worried me in the past under Pochettino, but when they sacked Pochettino, that was the beginning of the end for me. But this Conte arrival, it looks like it could be a new beginning. I'm more yes, they've gone back to him, but I'm more worried that they've gone back to him and said, "Listen, what you wanted, we'll give you. Like it is what it is now. We have
That's
to
what
keep
I
on."
said. Yeah,
And if you couple that up with earlier, when I was mentioning that the ownership have shown ambition over the years, that's what kind of concerns me. But at the same time, I'm not looking at Tottenham as that. We're not trying to reach Tottenham. Like Tottenham are there. They're there. You know, they're in and around us anyway. The best they've achieved is what we got fed up with. Let's not forget that. That's where the levels are different. Now, Conte, of course, man would want Conte. Like TOBS said, Conte is definitely a top 5 manager in the world. I'd probably put him 4th behind Simeone as well. But he's a top 5 manager. I just hope, I pray for their downfall together now. What more can I do?
Yeah, likewise, brother.
Yeah, you're always doing that, man.
How many more managers are going to be sacked before this Ollie fraud goes, man? Apparently, D. Smith could be next. You know what I mean? I bet Rafa Benitez will be next. You know what I mean? There's so many, man. Flipping hell, mate. It's getting a bit tiring, isn't it?
Again, no, I'm not. In fact, they actually need to give him time because it's going to take this season. I think, like Tobe said, this is why I think maybe the top 4 shouts a bit much. You do need to clear out that team because, yeah, he'll probably get a few people on side, but to get the whole team on side, that's going to be very difficult. So you need to give Conte a transfer window, a summer window, clear out the squad, detox it, drink some water, whatever you got to do, get everybody in that you need to get in, and then you can judge Conte. Like, you can't, I've always said this, you can if you want, but to judge a manager with someone else's squad, it's not the fairest way of doing things. Like, let him bring in some players first and then see what happens. Bro, how come, do you know what I don't understand? You're a Chelsea fan and you expect me to be stressed when we're top of the league. We just collected bare UEFA awards with individuals. We're Champions League holders. Why would that, bro? I'm good.
So why are you still talking? Good. You've spoken about this more than I have.
Well,
maybe there's a reason why everyone wants
we
Chelsea
talk about
to
my
win the
team,
league.
because my team just extended. My team just extended the gap at the top of the league.
Why are you so?
And then you got no airtime, fam. Where's the airtime? And again, he says,
"Why you crying, bro?"
I was the only person.
Maybe Chelsea's irrelevant.
I was the only person on this show to predict a Arsenal win, and you're telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. So how does that make sense?
No, you did predict that.
I gave you the 3 points.
I think Toby. Remember we were having that.
But that was a tactical. That was a tactical prediction. You didn't really mean that
yeah,
from
probably,
your chest.
Yeah,
I know, innit? I know. That was pure tactical, but still, credit where credit's due.
Since we're on Matisse, it looks like there's a little segment on Matisse here. Back-to-back super chats, all on you.
Fam, what's going on, man?
Saeed's thinking, Reggie's not on me no more. So
Reggie's not on me, man. He's finally realised, innit? He's Ollie out, innit? That's why, innit?
Let's move on.
And where's Boogeyman gone as well?
Even with Fabrizio Romano anyway, even though that guy broke it and Conte is about to be confirmed and whatnot, that Fabrizio Romano from that leaked video earlier this week and the nonsense in the DMs with that other United fan, if that doesn't prove to people that all these men don't really know nothing, that they're in reality being fed stuff that the clubs and the players and the agents want them to be,
Told you about that guy, didn't I? Told you about that guy.
Fabrizio is fraudulent. I can't even.
Nah, it's because
he's earning some serious money as well by being like that. So
yeah, he's the best fraud in the game. But the market's got a lot of them. Like there's for Arsenal, there's at least 20 frauds online talking shit about we're signing this man and this man and this man every season. Fabrizio Romano just managed to make a brand out of it, which I guess credit to him because he gets a lot of hate for it too. Arsenal now, man. Let's talk about Arsenal. Like, it was Matisse that only predicted the win. I know I predicted the loss, but listen, I want to be proven wrong. And I can't lie to you, that was the best performance under Arteta, full stop, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Away from home, we went to a team that's consistently been better than us over the last few years. And we played a style of football that we want to play. It wasn't a style to counter them. It was a style that we want to play. And we pretty much dominated for the large majority of that game, whether it was through creating chances, good transition, or just soaking it up. Between Ramsdale and the rest of the players, I can't fault anyone out there. And I'm actually starting to like what I'm seeing. 15 years is a long time to be let down, though. So 6 weeks won't ever turn that around for me. But I do like what I'm seeing. You see, when Emery was here, there was too many of them players in the starting 11 that had let us down previously. And even with Arteta last year, there was too many of them in and around the squad. Now our starting 11 is free from all of the clowns over the years, all of the players that I look at and say, you're a mug, like I've had enough of this. There's none of them no more. And it's refreshing that we haven't lost since that starting 11 has been yes, Xhaka's played one of those games and you know what I feel about Xhaka. But I'm glad to see we can perform without him and prove to the people that think he's so integral to the team that he's really not. And it's really time to start moving forward and thinking past a lot of these players. There's a few more to get rid of at the end of this season. But I like what I'm seeing, man. Leicester didn't have a sniff. And that's coming off the back of a Brentford away win and a Man United 4-2 home win. They didn't have a sniff.
Was time, when we spoke about time, you've given him a bit of time, yeah? And I always said to you, if you can see a progression or you can see something that is trying to happen and you think, you know what, I can see what he's trying to do, then stick with it. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans now are going to relax. I think they need to relax because you've employed a manager. We keep saying it. That's inexperienced. How would you expect him to get his stamp on things if they will give him time? So he's got the time now. And you look at the goalkeeper situation. You look at Ramsdale, the way he can play and he's passing and stuff like that. It's totally different to Leno. But it's the same as Guardiola. It's a big part of what Manchester City do comes from Edison. And we spoke about it before. Same with Ramsdale. The guy got pure shit because he was at lower clubs. It doesn't matter. The guy with his feet and his kicking is good. And you will win games where Ramsdale will win you games where team will be pressing you out the pitch and they'll be just doing them little floated balls into midfield, getting you out the shit, things like that. And Arteta, I say it before, I've said it to people, I've said, you don't be Pep Guardiola's right-hand man and go through the seasons he's been with Pep, the Centurions, Formidables, and win them trophies and not gain anything from it. So, you know, me and GRIZZ have been Arteta fans and we've had a bit of shit about it. Oh, you're Arsenal, this and the other. But, you know, and then I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not going to contradict the Arsenal fans. They're watching him week in, week out. If they feel like he's got to go, then I'm probably missing something. But I'm just saying to you, Turkish, now, it's refreshing for me to listen to you say, I'm starting to see something because, you know, I know Toby's probably going to laugh his bollocks off because he's in Conte land, but I'm just saying as an Arsenal fan, do you see now a bit of light at the end of the tunnel with Arteta?
Yeah, I do. But like before, let's not hope that light is not a match because that's what I've said before. That light's a match that by the time we get to that light, it's out and it's all darkness again. Let's hope this light's actually a light. We can climb out the other end and then
you will, man. You will.
You know what I said in the 26th of December, 2020. I said Arteta just needs good players. Philosophy
when did you say
is
this?
there.
He did on Twitter.
I said on Twitter.
Did you just check that out? Did you just look
Can
it
I ask
up?
what the philosophy is, though, Saeed?
Oh,
No, because-
come on.
No. You know what you got to realize, yeah?
No.
With
I get
Arteta,
that. No, but I'm genuinely asking you a question. What is the philosophy?
no, because he brings in young talent. That's one. You can see the pressing style he plays. He plays out from the back. You know what I mean? You can see everyone's good on the ball.
Arsenal even in the top 5, top 6 presses in the league?
Well,
That's a
do you know that? Do you know that?
Doubt it.
Well, there you go. Then you doubt it, then, innit? So you don't mean
he's trolling. He's trolling. If you can't see the style he's trying to implement,
exactly. Come on, man. For
You're
me,
trolling,
I've always said it.
I've
always given him his criticism, but I've always said as well when he gets his, and I've said it on this chat. A Thuggery doesn't probably clip me when I'm right, but I've said it on here. I said we'll let him get his players and then judge him on there. And now he's started to get his players, and let's see. Is it where is I'm not? And by the way, I'm not knocking anyone down who has high standards of where Arsenal should be. I'm never knocking anyone down. But all I'm saying is, at least you can see he's trying to build something. When we look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's a mismatch of kind of philosophy. Whereas Arteta, at least he sticks in what he believes in. So
where did Ole finish last season?
Second.
Where did Arteta finish?
Listen, we're not talking about. It's a false position, by the way.
Just compare the two.
You
literally just compared the two.
No. Hold on a minute. Our position is a false position anyway. So you can discredit Ole Gunnar Solskjaer anyway there. Because at the end of the day, there was no reason we were going to win the league anyway.
All I did, you mentioned.
Why are you so dismissive about Arteta? Why are you so dismissive about Arteta?
You mentioned the question. All I did.
No, answer the question.
I just asked you another question. That's all I did.
I'm asking you why he's so dismissive of Arteta.
Because truthfully, I don't think he's done enough to warrant this praise.
Yeah, but now's not the time to puff out your chest. Like simmer down for now, innit?
But Grizz, it's not.
Like, he's done well. He's doing.
And compare the squads as well. Compare the squads, man. Relax, man.
It's not a puffing out of the chest. And I don't care. I don't care what the comments are saying. Tell me to shut up. I won't shut up. I'm looking at this shit with my eyes. and man,
it's not shit right now, TOBS.
No, Grizz, I'm not talking about. I'm not saying this shit. When I say shit, I'm saying I'm looking at the football they're playing with my eyes. Fair enough. You and Steve have been backing him, yeah. But what I'm saying to you is, I am not going to change my opinion on Arteta because Arsenal are now starting to pick up form. There needs to be more improvement than what we're seeing. Yes,
and no one's saying otherwise.
No one's saying otherwise.
No. Yes, they're on the right track. But what I'm saying is the praise that he's getting, I don't think it matches.
He's got an FA Cup. He's got an FA Cup in the locker. Fair play to the man. He's got an FA Cup.
He has, Steve, but he finished 8th.
Doesn't matter. Does the FA Cup? Would you rather finish 8th and win the FA Cup?
Great. Turkish.
Well, you won't answer that.
Question: Does the FA Cup justify how bad Arteta's done in his time?
Not justify, but I'll take a cup over any other position.
Okay. So basically, you're telling me that FA Cup he won in 1920 means that he should get a stay of execution for a year.
I said 1920.
You know what?
That's the last time Tottenham won a cup.
He's lucky to still be here. He's lucky to still be here.
All I'm saying is this. Let's call it on the praise.
What are you saying?
Let's call it on the praise. It's been 10 games. Arsenal are not even in the top 4. It's been 10 games.
Yeah, because they lost their first 3. We know this. It's 10. It's 10 games into the season. They lost their first 3. They've been on an uphill trajectory.
All I'm saying is,
I'm just saying this session, you should have just stayed a little bit quiet and watch and let them fail.
But the thing is, that's not me, and I don't care. That's not me.
But no one's overpraising. I don't see overpraising.
I don't care if my opinion contradicts.
Fair enough.
Opinion.
But I don't see the overpraise for him. Where you see the overpraise for him?
But when SAEED is saying stuff like, "Oh, I said back in 2020, all he needs is the plays," what the fuck has he done?
No, hold on a minute.
When I'm hearing that, I'm thinking, what
signs of his
style at that time?
You know what's mad?
That period when SAEED retweeted that was probably off the back of one of their worst runs ever in the Premier League.
No, it wasn't. Go watch the game.
Yes, it was. They only start.
Watch the games.
SAEED tried to rock that ahead of the curve thing.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that right now Arteta is doing well. That's all I've said. You know what the problem with Toby here? You know the problem with Toby? You're taking my comment and you're reaching it all over there.
I'm not reaching anything.
Dismissing my comment.
Matisse, am I reaching anything?
I think you are.
I'm just watching, isn't it?
Am I reaching
exactly? You know. I'm just saying right now, Arteta's doing well, and fair play to him. But then you're straight away going in there, just dismissing it.
Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving.
No, but to be fair, you said no, but no. I think what Toby's getting at is that you can praise him.
Overpraise him.
No, you can praise him for this set of fixtures, but you went with this whole like ahead of the curve thing and went all the way back.
No, I wasn't. I didn't need validation, by the way. All I said was Arteta at that time, I could see his philosophy. And right now,
you said Skull Figure.
And also, hold on,
clipping up the facts.
What was the end quote I said as well? I said he needs the players as well. And I said that at the start of the season. I said once Arteta gets his players, you might start to see a new change in his philosophy. So everything I've said has been vindicated. So I don't know what you guys are moaning about.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop talking.
Let's keep it moving, man. We've got games to go yet.
Yeah, we've got a few super chats here. Ali's saying our defense looks so solid. Hopefully, this is the new standard. Goatstale is the fucking done. We've needed a big character like that for years. Also, Evans yellow and City red was a joke. Oba was in. Well, yeah, that was the comparison made. Turks, big up yourself and the rest of you guys. The best show on YouTube. But I think it's fair to say we'll see where Arsenal are after Liverpool. After international break, first game back, Anfield away. So, yeah.
Reggie Foss is back, man. I thought he went, but he's back. Reggie Foss.
Oh, he's back for you, yeah? Oh, yeah.
He's back, man. He's back.
Go on, answer him.
Listen, I don't need to answer him.
You just got
people put the super chat, doesn't mean I have to answer them.
Take it on the chin, keep it moving. Love Reggie. He says, Saeed trying to act like Nostradamus, man, changing his mind week to week. 21 in 21. How can we forget? How can we forget that one? Money making Mitch says TOBS is right. The manager is a fraud and he's had more backing than anyone. First time in a year we're above 7th. Arteta out. Toby speaking facts, to be honest. There you go. Oh yeah, someone did remind me. Sorry. In my DMs today, Big Ats. He wanted me to let the people know, and someone in the chat reminded me it's 5,000 days tomorrow since Spurs last won a trophy. It's mad, and they're signing Antonio Conte. It's crazy.
Yeah. Can I just say Spurs are dead? All the people saying hush about Spurs. Spurs are crap. What's your point?
Fucking hell.
No, I don't get it.
I don't get it. The Spurs being crap validate Arteta. You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to bother.
Say nine. What's the next one? Chelsea, big win away from home. The defenders are doing their thing for you still.
Listen, I like the fact that we're at the end of the show, towards the end, because, you know, Big Steve last week, he said Man City, Liverpool. You know, the media are saying Man City, Liverpool. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. I'm not calling us the underdogs because I said we should be in the title race with Lukaku. It's not Lukaku who's bringing home the bacon right now, but it's fine. Cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just going along our little merry way. Let's keep talking about Liverpool and Man City in the title race. And we just keep working in silence. Do you know what I mean? We've only conceded 3 goals in the first 10 games. That is being very downplayed. Like, again, defense wins titles. We don't concede goals, period. You know what I mean? One was a deflected goal from Jesus. The other one was a Salah penalty. I don't think people don't understand this defense. They do not understand this defense. And I've been saying it as well, Reece James. And people said, oh, you're overhyping your young players, this, that, and the third. Reece James is very, very certified. And he's been proving it this season. And I just hope the rest of the young players that we have, they follow in his footsteps. Because I think a lot of Chelsea fans have been talking about Mason Mount for captaincy. Fair enough, in the future, in the next 5 years. But Reece James really needs to be in that discussion because the guy is just, he leads by example. Putting in serious performances, scoring goals. You know, just a very, very complete fullback in terms of balance defensively and going forward. So, yeah, we you know, to be fair, you know, first half, I don't think we had a shot on target. Like, we really had to get into the second half. But like you said, we can rely on our defenders right now. The fullbacks are the main threats. And for all the people in the chat that keep saying you don't care about Chelsea, you don't have to care. We're the European champions. I don't think you understand. You've been telling me for the last decade you don't care about Chelsea, but we're one of the most successful teams in the last decade. So keep not caring. We'll keep winning and we'll keep doing the business. So you don't have to care. I'm happy. It's a solid extension on the top of the table. And hopefully long may it continue. I think we've got a very difficult period coming up in Christmas when we have to go to the Club World Cup. GRIZZ will know all about that. Splitting the team down the middle, sending them Carabao Cup this way, Club World Cup that way. So we need to take advantage of these fixtures because when we get to the winter, it could be cold. Like we're really going to be, especially with these injuries, it's going to be a really tough period. So I hope that we keep taking advantage, you know what I mean? Really trying to set some sort of gap. And then we'll see where it goes. But yeah, Chelsea were contenders at the start of the season. So we're not underdogs, but we're underspoken about. So that's how it goes.
Are you really underspoken about though?
I knew TOBS would be the first one to get in there.
We
Let
are.
me stay silent for a
No,
second.
I'm not. And the thing is, I'm not even attacking him. I think everything MATISSE said is right. Like Chelsea are in this title race. They spent the money and they have the squad and the capability to challenge for this title. So I don't really see this underdog thing. I don't.
We're not underdogs, no.
I think Stephen and GRIZZ saying that Liverpool at their best are the top two. I don't think that's wrong to say. I think when every side is at their maximum in the league, Liverpool and Man City are the two best sides in the league. But Chelsea are a title contender. I don't think that's inaccurate to say.
And no one would deny that. No one deny that. Look, I know the most about great defenses win you leagues. Simple as. And their defense is great at the moment. What I will say, but you, and I know you watch your team more than me, but from seeing a lot of the games highlights, I must say, and some full games, you do concede a lot of chances. Your keeper has been outstanding, outstanding. It hasn't been games where you don't look like conceding. There's been games where you look like conceding, but
some games, not all the games though. So and you have to rely upon your keeper at some points in the season.
Of course you do. Of course you do. And you're in the middle of probably your easiest run of the whole season. Like I said it, remember? I said it about 3 weeks ago. I can see Chelsea getting about 3-4 point lead on City and Liverpool hopefully, in this period, because they're 5-6 games. Like you got like Norwich, Newcastle, you got Burnley next. You can tell I've been studying your fixtures. And the reason why I've been studying them is because you're a threat. I want to be looking at you. I want to be looking at your fixtures if you wasn't a threat. Chelsea are 100% a threat. But I think they're in the middle of the easiest fixtures. When they come out of these fixtures, they will have a 3-4 point lead, in my opinion. But then over Christmas, you know what I mean, we see how it goes, and it's definitely going to be a close race, man. He's done very well. I've been taking a piss out of Tactical Tommy, whatever, right? Jokes and banter. No, but it's true. Without Werner and Lukaku, he's formulated a system where he's getting goals from everywhere in his team. So you got to give credit where credit's due at the moment, 100%.
And just to build on that, I think a couple of games we've definitely relied on Mendy, but we went to Anfield. You saw how much we didn't allow you to have chances in the second half. So when this Chelsea team need to defend, they know how to defend and not concede chances. And it's been ironic that people have been saying, back five, this, back five, that. What do Man United go and do at the weekend? They switch to our formation. What happens? They finally actually put in a performance. So, and Conte at Tottenham, guess what formation he's probably going to play? So just because, we're racking up the wins and we're not conceding chances, it may be the formation, but maybe that's the way to go. Football moves on. Maybe that's the way that you got to go. Liverpool have been conceding a hell of a lot of chances recently. If we're talking about defenses, the Atletico Madrid game, hella chances. So, Man City, they're having a little bit up and down with the goal scoring issues. So when people are saying that Man City and Liverpool are way ahead, I think in terms of history.
No one's saying that.
No, but like in terms of recent history, they understand how to do the long game. I've been saying that Chelsea as a team, they have not performed in the league over the last 3-4 years. We've been fighting for top 4. So they don't know, they don't have the know-how of how to go to 90 points in recent seasons like Liverpool and Man City. But in terms of deficiencies and having a proper team and a proper manager, Chelsea are very much in the conversation. And the reason why they haven't been is because they haven't had a manager of Thomas Tuchel's level since probably Conte, when we last won it, which is the same formation we're playing now. So now that we have a top manager that I can say, in my opinion, is on par or up there with your managers, I have to put us in the race, especially when you go and buy a striker that can score goals, etc. So Chelsea have to be a contender. If we want to be for the league this year, we'd be underperforming, in my opinion, massively. So I think we're in the conversation, because I think every single team has shown that they have. Hence why we've got a little gap. If Liverpool were perfect, they wouldn't be a couple points off us. If Man City were perfect, they wouldn't have lost to Palace at home. So everybody's got their deficiencies, and it's about who can get through them and keep it moving. We've had injuries. I don't do the whole sub story thing, but we have had a couple injuries, like you said, Werner and Lukaku. We're getting through it. We know how to win right now. So I'm just hoping that we keep that up. But yeah, I think in terms of the media, we're definitely underplayed in terms of this race. But that's fine with me, to be honest.
Super chat here says, if Tuchel wins the Prem this season with Conte, Pep, and Klopp, does he better Klopp's legacy because of Champions League and Prem in 18 months? It's hard to say that because it depends what happens after.
It's not hard. It's silly. That's silly to say that. Silly to say that. Where Tuchel came in and where Klopp came in is totally different.
Yeah, two different things.
Come on, it's chalk and cheese, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the super chat.
You always do this, and then you take a drink afterwards as well.
No, but it's true, isn't it? Like, even you must say that.
I'll be fuming.
Keeping in mind the time, I want to move you on to the last game. Liverpool, Brighton, pegged back, humping the road, Grizz.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it basic. Time's run out. Luckily, fortunately, you know what I mean. But yeah, when I said that they're going to make it more hard and it's going to be awkward, it's going to be more tougher than the Man United game, you lot all laughed. Well, who's laughing now? But now, the situation is Graham Potter is a bad boy manager, is a bad boy coach, and he's getting up in my estimation. He watched City play us a few weeks ago, employed the same formation, same tactics, but with inferior players, but still held it up. I thought we were very lucky to get away with a draw in the end. Well, actually saying that in the first 25 minutes, we could have been 3-4-0 up. And I thought it was going to be a bad Halloween for Brighton. I thought it was going to be another 5-0 job. But then for some reason, complacency, call it what you want, they grew back into the game and they bossed that second half. We didn't create a single chance in that second half. I'm going to give a lot of credit to Brighton and Graham Potter because I'm already a massive fan. Even though he stopped us from sort of getting 3 points, I'm still going to big him up. As far as we're concerned, it's not a time to overreact. We're still unbeaten in 23 games. We're still through our Champions League. If we go and beat West Ham away, it won't be forgotten, but it will be sort of put into context. Like it's a tough, long, grueling season. We didn't lose like City. So it's like a point gained on City, if you want me to be an ultra positive red. But it's definitely 2 points lost on Chelsea, who are a threat. That's it, really.
The West Ham game is tough, though.
West Ham game is very tough.
I heard that you lot are the first team to qualify in the Champions League. Is that true?
Yeah, we're basically through. We just need a point from 3 games.
You reckon you're going to rest like the big hitters?
No, I don't think we're going to rest that many tomorrow because it's beef between Atletico and us, and Klopp. But I think we're gonna mix up a couple. I think. But yes, for me, West Ham is the game. Like I do care about tomorrow because Champions League and that, but I don't really, if you know what I mean. It's all about
West Ham away. West Ham away,
yeah, tricky. Yeah, West Ham away.
That'll be the game of the weekend.
They're flying. I'm not gonna lie, but they were flying last time, and we went there and we done a job on them when we were.
Yeah, true.
Isn't that second to fifth? United playing City and Liverpool playing West Ham.
Yeah,
it is, isn't it? Arsenal better beat Watford and make up some more ground then, because that's a perfect weekend for us. All the teams that are playing.
Come on, Watford then.
SB added to that, Grizz. SB, the last super chat, he added that Klopp spent 400 million though, so that was his side of the argument.
400 million in what, 5 years, and then sold and then his net spends like 13 million or something. How are you telling me 400 million in 5 years is comparable to the likes of City, Chelsea, Man United? Is that a super chat?
No, it was. You remember the what comparison was it? Tuchel compared to
Tuchel to thing. Yeah, Tuchel spent half of that in one summer. Get real.
Jeez, where's it messing tonight?
But get real, innit? Like, come for the king.
I think, but Chelsea fans rebuttal will say that they also made quite a lot of money now. But I do actually.
So did we.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, I do agree with you that it's compared. The comparison is it does the math ain't mathing.
I'm gonna bring up the league table now, predictions to get that in before, because I did forget last week.
Only Matisse won this week, man. Wanker.
Nah, TOBS.
No, I didn't. That's the thing.
Won this week.
Oh, was it TOBS?
TOBS got 4 points this week.
How?
I didn't get correct score.
How?
So I got Spurs losing.
You got Chelsea.
Steve's like, fucking hell, I've done shit.
Yes,
you're telling me
I got correct score.
The new man won't know shit.
Yes.
Did you?
I got correct score.
Which one?
Chelsea, innit?
Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
GRIZZ and TOBS, you lot got the Chelsea result right, 3-0.
Did I get that right?
You got that right, yeah.
Oh, that saved me.
Wonderful. I thought I was done.
That's last week's table before the weekend's results. That's last week's table.
Please, have I increased my lead?
Yo, it's the spirit of Conte.
Whoa.
Wow.
Why am I bottom of the league? Why am I bottom of the league?
Because look at the correct score, Steve.
It's the spirit of Conte. Already he's coming in.
He's still the same points in the league.
Who?
Me and you, 32. You should be
Yeah,
bottom.
but look, the correct scores. I got 2 correct scores. You got 1.
Did I get 3 correct scores? Is that right?
This is
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh, right. Okay.
Obviously, this ain't this week. Them correct scores are throughout the whole season.
Oh,
If you don't get correct
my bad.
score, it's done out here.
Yeah.
That's basically what this game is. Get the correct score.
Steve,
go
that
home.
was your first correct score of the season.
I'm just
innit?
waiting for
That's
people
fine.
to start putting respect on my name, man. Like last season, you know what I mean? I talk the talk, I walk the walk, everything. I said to you,
It's
this
hard to
season
go
I'm
when
real.
when you kept asking for like people to swap with you and do this and do that.
That's last season, innit? Have we done any of that shit this season? No.
Yeah, because you're winning now.
Like I said, I will.
People, it's getting late over here. I see a couple people at the beginning, obviously mentioning the time difference. I didn't even clock. Obviously, over here in the UK, the hours went back yesterday. The clock went back an hour yesterday. So obviously, I get it. It's messed up the timing for people and whatnot, but it is what it is, people. You know, you're gonna have to work with us. Obviously, if you don't catch it live, catch it the next day. Still support the show. Look out for everything coming. Follow the social media handles at the Big Six Show. That's Twitter and Instagram. Follow the Big Six channel. Link in the description. Follow Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, and Matisse. All of their channels are there below in the description, as well as THUGGERY's. That is the Big 16 people. So make sure you're supporting all of the team as always. And we'll be back end of this week. Look out for it. I'll confirm what time and what day on Twitter later this week.
You look like drop. You're moving like drop.
I'll let Tobes have his moment. Look at him.
This guy.
Look at him.
Come on, man. Yes, man. Yes.
I bet he's Antonio out.
Can you imagine what
2
Toby's
weeks.
gonna be like if they win the trophy, fam? This is gonna be mad.
Do you want to do the outro?
Yes.
I'll leave the outro to you.
Oh, fuck off.
Antonio.
Antonio is a novice.